Christ, yeah. I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? Yeah, yeah. I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? It's for my pastors and evangelists, I'm blown up dancing. Preach now, preach, we step on the devil's head, oh yeah. You heard what I said, we at the church and we ain't going nowhere. Shout, turn to my Christ, yeah. I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? Yeah, yeah. I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? It's for my pastors and evangelists, I'm blown up dancing. Preach now, preach, we step on the devil's head, oh yeah. You heard what I said, we at the church and we ain't going nowhere. Shout, turn to my Christ, yeah. I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? Yeah, yeah. I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? It's for my pastors and evangelists, I'm blown up dancing. Preach now, preach, we step on the devil's head, oh yeah. You heard what I said, we at the church and we ain't going nowhere. Shout, turn to my Christ, yeah. I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? Yeah, yeah. I love God, you don't love God, what's wrong with you? It's for my pastors and evangelists, I'm blown up dancing.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Y'all let me know that y'all can hear me. Welcome to TSM's Motivational Podcast Series, where we focus on growth, education, as well as awareness. Hope everybody's day is going great. We're supposed to be having an interview tonight. Fan page is supposed to be interviewing Kiera. Did you speak with Kiera fan page? I thank everybody for being here, including the team. Has anybody heard from Slim Shell? This is the second time I haven't seen her. She all right? Everything good? All right, cool. So everybody, what's gonna take place is fan page will be doing a 20-minute interview on Kiera. Um, and so at the 20-minute mark, Slim Shell and Didi supposed to come to the top with some cool gaming questions. I don't see Slim Shell, so if she's still not here during that time, then I'll be up top with Didi so she can be that much comfortable. Let's all have a great one. Make sure that we hit the thumbs up, everybody. So get ready to drop this link. Once again, what type of day y'all had? 1 through 10? And also, what did y'all eat today? Water and Venom. Which flavor of Venom you had? That's the drink with the little the lizard eyeball on it. Got like the little lizard doing this on the can. Hold up, gang. Let me got the lizard doing this on the can. uh, I think fan page is up. It says that she's up. I don't see her yet. Hold on. Does anybody see? I don't see fan page at the top, but it's telling me that she's up here. Let me try this again. Fan page, try to leave out and come back in. Didi, let me know my mic is still being active. I see you backstage, Kara. Just hold, please. Does anybody see fan page at the top? I don't know if it's my end or her end. Let me try to add Kiara to see if I can see her at the top. It may be my connection too. Hold on, y'all give me a second. Um, I added Kiara at the top. Let me see. All right, it looks like they both up here. Fan page, Kiara, I can't hear you. Could you unmute your mic real quick so we can get a test from you,
I think
audio
I'm
test?
unmuted. I
Okay,
think I'm
okay, cool.
unmuted.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Can you hear me okay?
Mute your mic back. I'm gonna see if I can get fan page audio correct. Fan page, give us a test. Oh Lord. All right, so hold on. Fan page, try to leave out and come back in. I'm gonna try to add you one more again. All right, go ahead and speak, fan page. All right, we're getting no connection, so I'm gonna conduct the interview until fan page can get her connection back together. Oh, I'm sorry, Kiara. I done dropped you instead of fan page. I'm bringing you back up. Don't worry. Got you. All right, you ready to start this interview?
Yeah, I just unmuted myself, so apparently.
All right, cool. All right,
If
so
at any point you
um,
have no volume, it's because
at,
pure pandemonium is going down over here.
at times my mic may be my mic my mic may be delayed at times, and when we're speaking, there is like a 5 second delay. So don't worry about that. Just go around it. And the first thing I want to ask you to do is to kind of just like introduce yourself, let people know who you are, where you from, and basically just like your personality as a person.
Oh my God. Um, okay, so I'm Kira Bernier. I guess I'm gonna tell you my name because I have it out there anyway. So I'm from Maine. I was born and raised in Fort Kent, Maine. So that's it. We're not gonna go into where I live now. But it's in Maine.
How did you grow up? Was you like a tomboy? Was you a girly girl? Did you have a rough upbringing? Was it cool for you? Like, did you have to deal with any was it hard times for your parents to be able to take care of you? Just that type of like small stuff. How did you grow up? Was it good for you? Was you a happy child growing up?
We had like the best childhood. We were happy, but I'm the oldest of 11 children. So I have 7 sisters and 3 brothers that we all grew up in the same home. So I was the big help around the house. um, Dad was a truck driver, owner operator, so he was barely getting by half the time, and mom and dad just kept having babies, and we just wing it, I guess. That's just basically what, like, in a nutshell.
Could you describe yourself as a person to us? Like me, for instance, if I would describe myself, I would like tell people I'm outgoing. I have an outgoing personality. I'm not shy. What type of person would you describe yourself?
Basically a social butterfly. So I literally talk to anyone and everyone. I try to be nice to everyone and kind and loving and peaceful. I mean, don't get me wrong. We all have days where we're like, don't talk to me type stuff, but um, I love hard. I go hard. Everything I do, I'm 100%. So I get exhausted easily. But besides that,
Um,
I try to be I try to be helpful and stuff.
okay, so I gotta dig into your brain a little bit. How do
Mhm.
you I think abnormal, like for instance, if I'm gonna create a song, right, I'm gonna go with the so opposite of the trend. Like I try to create popularity despite jumping onto popularity, and so I like to think of myself as like a creator. Like I'm very
Okay.
creative. How is your and
Mhm.
I'm open to so many things. A lot of stuff people don't believe in, I may believe in. What type of how do your brain operate?
Well, I have to get really high. And then I get creative as crap. Like it just depends what's going on in the moment, and I just go with my heart. So that's every moment of my everyday though. So that's a tough one for me. But I always go with heart. So you want to
As
be
a
touching you want to be touching people's hearts and souls in a good way and not in a negative way. So that's how I try to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so as a fellow user, and like I said, everybody pretty much knows I have neuropathy, been shot 8 times, and medical marijuana is my choice. Some people look at marijuana or people that do it, and they instantly judge us. Could you
Mhm.
let people know how healthy that this could be for the human body? Let them know the positives, the good sides of being a user of this particular plant.
Well, I'm not a medical doctor, but I have been in the care of medical doctors my entire life, and I'm saying excessively so because I've got fibromyalgia, degenerative disc disease, which is my bones deteriorate in my back. So I now have rods and screws in my back. Long story short, I was on 45 pills a day and couldn't even function. I was sleeping all the time. I was just a zombie bitch, like, excuse my French. So I finally told my doctor, you know what, this is ridiculous. I can't live like this. I have a young child. I had just given birth to my third child. Now I had all kinds of things wrong with me, and I'm having to take care of this baby and my other two children as well with all these problems. And I'm like, you know what, there's got to be something else that I haven't tried. I've tried everything natural besides marijuana. And my brother and I sat down. He's like, listen, Key, there's nothing wrong with smoking marijuana if it's going to help you. So even with my asthma, and I was borderline COPD, so many things, and I just started strictly medicating with marijuana. My anxiety, my depression, everything is just like so much easier to deal with. Life is just so much easier to deal with, but I can actually walk and work and move. I've been disabled for 12, 13 years now, maybe longer, and I actually proved to myself and everyone by pulling more than a full time and then some, and by myself mom just in the past couple of years. So if I'm not proof that it's helping something, then I don't know what is,
You know, you said
honestly.
something that made me turn the cameras on. You was like, yo, you was taking these pills every day and you couldn't do nothing. And I explain this to my audience every single day. I say, yo, I've seen my family members at first with the Vicodins or the Percocets and they got prescribed this and
Mm-mm,
I seen
mm-mm,
the effect. I've seen the
mm-hmm,
effects, and then I was prescribed
mm-hmm.
that. And after I was prescribed that, I told my doctor I'm unhappy with this particular medical usage that you guys are giving me, and so they kind of led me to the medical marijuana. And these people don't know that a lot of people run to marijuana to get away from the pills, and the pills is 10 times more dangerous
Well,
on
it's
the human body.
you're like that point right there. Like the amount of things that my body have wrong
I pretty
now
much
that
said.
were brought on because of all of the excessive pill usage for 16 years. Like every day I have to like regenerate myself, and that's why I fast. I fast, I drink water, like I do liquid diets for the most part. 18 hours a day at least I'm fasting every day. but it works wonders for our body, as well as the medical marijuana and herbal stuff. And there's just so many different aspects to it. That's a whole other conversation. We're gonna need a whole lot of time for.
Yo, fan page, do we have your audio now?
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can.
definitely. Kiki,
Okay.
before I
Hmm.
leave and let her continue this interview, I wanted you to explain. I got people in the Reverb Nation. I guess they was here from last night. They asking about the crystals. Could you explain to them the energy about the crystals and why do you have them? What got you interested? And while you're answering that, I'm gonna step to the bottom and fan page. You're gonna continue to conduct this interview.
Okay, so about the crystals, we have seven main chakras that keep our body in balance and in check, and each one of the crystals represents like a chakra, so it balances the chakra. It also emits EMF radiation. Oh my God, these kids are in there wrestling, for crying out loud. I have an opal and a rose quartz, which are both birthstones, and they also help me stay like grounded. And I don't know, it's hard to explain really. It's like color therapy, vibrational therapy, all in one thing.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
Hi, Kiki. It's Fanny.
Hi,
How are
baby. How are
you?
you? It's nice to meet
I'm
you.
good. Nice to meet you as well. Let's get into it.
All
I
right.
spoke with you last night and you informed me that you have different what did you call it? You said that you was involved in many different organizations. Can you
Mm-hmm.
tell me a little bit about that?
Okay, so when I was in grade school, there was the Columbine shooting, and I felt horrible. My heart was ripped out. Like I cried for days. And I spoke to someone in my town, and I said, "There's got to be something we can do to help in some kind of way." So I thought maybe we could organize some type of prayer service or a candlelight vigil or something and raise money. And so I helped organize this whole thing and we raised a bunch of money. And then from then on, like helping just felt good to me. I've always I was in probably fourth grade and I used to go to the nursing home and talk to the old people because they didn't have anyone, stuff like that. So when I got into high school and we had all kinds of organizations and stuff that we could join, wow, I was the president of a couple of them, Jobs for Maine's graduates. I also did HOSA, which is health occupation. I was a CNA as a junior in high school, so I've done so many different things.
Wow, that's
Had to give
amazing,
speeches, uh, just so many.
especially with the Columbine situation because I remember that being really young about that situation that so many children and family
Hmm.
was affected by that. So I
Families,
remember that pretty
yeah.
well.
Hmm.
I remember that pretty well. Can you tell us about Kiki? What gets Kiki started? What motivates you?
um, Honestly, just life itself, to be honest. Because on a daily basis, I never know what's going to happen because I have teenagers bringing babies into the world. And I also have my own 5-year old. So it's chaotic and all kinds of craziness going on all the time. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh shit, I'm still alive. Gotta be happy. Gotta be healthy and happy.
Amen to that. Before we go,
Hmm.
shout out your channel. Tell us a little bit about your channel.
I don't know. I was just being goofy one day and said, "Hey, listen, my other YouTube channel, I said I was gonna do something with, but I don't even know what happened in between the mix of technology." So I said, "You know what? When I got my new phone, I was like, I'm gonna set it up because I ain't going without my music, and I love me some music." So I said I'm gonna set up another YouTube channel, and I love like we go out hiking, we play soccer, we do all kinds of fun stuff on a daily. It doesn't matter what it is. We find at least an hour to just be living and enjoying life and trying to be healthy. And so all of the views that I take in that are breathtaking, I like to take a video and post it. And I'm like, you know what? I feel a type of way, so I'm gonna share it. or I will get super high and I'll start thinking and get like genius brain and I'll start writing stuff on my board and I'll post it. Like if it's coming from my heart, I want to share it.
Before you go, real
And then
quick,
of course
what
you
is
do
your
feed
favorite
too.
TSM? What is your favorite TSM song?
That's a good one. I think dirt bike. Is that?
Could you repeat
I don't
that?
know if I
Could you
have the
repeat that
right
again?
name. Is it dirt bike? Or there's a, I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
you
the
got
name
it.
of it.
It's Dirt Bike Mania. You got it.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you coming up here to accept this interview. Hopefully, within the future, we can have a part two. Normally, before the guests get removed, we ask them to give some inspiration. Do you have any
So
inspiration or inspirational words? Look like we lost you a little bit. Do you have any inspiration or inspirational words you want to give to the people?
follow your heart. Always follow your heart. We say our heart deceives, but at the same time, our mind deceives worse. So,
That. Thank you so much for coming up here. Everybody that watched this, please with Kiki Burner, aka Kiera. I'm gonna bring Didi up here, and I still don't see Slim Shell. So Didi and gonna come up here and do the questions fan page. You want to stay up top? I'm gonna go down below and guard the chat, and we can do it that way. I'm gonna participate in the questions just to make sure there's enough people down below participating. Fan page, you done disappeared on me. Where you go? That was cool. That was a good interview. I know her for some time now, and I was waiting on it to happen, man, because it's always fun to interview people that I feel like I know personally, and she one of them people. Like she one of them people. Like if I'm going through like some like depression type stuff, like she be there. Like I can talk to her about it, and she understand. You know what I'm saying? And she been around. She been around the block a few times. Didi, if you could go ahead and hit the link, come up. I know you got some great preparated questions in your catalog. Oh, shout out to Lisa J Stocks too, man. She always coming through showing love, and shout out to Crystal Reborn Dallas. That was cool that somebody came in the live earlier and asked about her, and it was an actual supporter. I was waiting on somebody to try to hate on Sis. We was gonna drop a whole bombshell on dude.
I'm sorry, TSM. The StreamYard kicked me out.
Fan
I
page, give me an
apologize.
audio check. All right. I'm gonna bring Didi up. She got some questions, and we're gonna do those questions in the chat. I'm gonna be down below.
Hey, Didi.
Hello, Samper.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
That's good to hear. Okay, we're just gonna do would you rather questions tonight. Um, Number one, live without air conditioning or without heat.
Ooh, I can live without the heat.
Yeah, yeah, same for me.
I hate to be hot.
Yeah, because I have to have the AC on. Oh, Jason said without heat. Okay. Okay, number two question, large groups or small groups?
Small groups, definitely.
Okay. Gretchen said without heat. Okay.
Without heat.
I prefer small groups.
I like small groups as well. TSM
Jason,
said small. Gretchen said small.
okay, number three question, clean your room or clean the bathroom?
Clean the bathroom.
I'd rather clean my room.
I have to keep the bathroom clean because I have a 16-year-old, so I have to keep the bathroom clean.
Oh, Okay, number four question: visit the doctor or the dentist?
Ooh, both.
Okay.
Gretchen said
And,
both.
Greg also said Cameron. Tearson said doctor.
Said-
I was like neither of those. Yeah,
You
I
said
don't.
neither, did he?
Yeah, I don't like going to those. Yeah. Okay, five question: play hide and seek or tag.
Hide and seek or what?
Tag.
Hide and seek.
I'll go with tag. Oh, Gretchen said doctor. Okay, next question. Sets have a magic wand or a broomstick.
Ooh, a magic wand.
I'll go with the broomstick. Gretchen say hide and seek.
TSM
Okay.
said broomstick.
Okay.
Kiara said magic wand.
Okay. Okay, seven questions. Spin in circles or jump really high.
Jump really high.
I'll go with the spin in circles. Jackie says spin.
Jackie said spin.
Jason said jump.
TSM said jump. Kiara said jump.
Okay. That's question eight. Question text message or FaceTime.
Um, I would say FaceTime.
I'll go with text message. Tearson said both. Hello, Tamika. Thanks for coming in. Gretchen said text.
Everybody said text. Kiara said both.
Okay. Number nine question: too busy or bored?
Could you repeat that?
Okay, number nine is too busy or bored.
Bored.
I will go with too busy. Hey, Shamika, thanks for coming in. Jackie said too busy. Kara say too busy. Okay, Tirson said too busy. Greta said bored. Kara said I don't think I can get bored. Okay. And 10, the last question: have a musical written about you or have your own theme song?
Ooh, a musical about me.
Okay. I'll have like my own theme song to make us up bored. Okay. And those are all the questions. So we reached the 30-minute mark, and I'm gonna say some encouraging words. And mine are is that be kind to your mind. Every flower blooms in its own time.
Mine is always embrace the spirit within.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have a great night. Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
See y'all later.
Yo, I appreciate everybody for coming. Much respect. Y'all time do means a lot to me over here. Helping me get those watch hours does mean a lot to me over here in the brand and company as a whole. So it's not just a one-sided thing. This company helps single moms, working moms, helping homeless people. We're helping small YouTubers, you know, small TikTokers, anybody that's trying to build themselves and do something positive with their life. We're trying to help them reach that goal. So when y'all help me, y'all helping us. And when y'all help us, y'all helping yourselves as well as others in the world that can grow up to be future helpers to you. So let things frustrate you, piss you off, make you mad, although it's all the same thing. But never allow anything to take away your joy and happiness, because without your joy and happiness, we always just a shell of a person. Tamika, I'm going to be contacting you. Didi, could you reach out to Slim Shell and have her to get in touch with me? And everybody else, have a nice night. Kiara, that was a great interview you done. Looking forward to part 2. And remember, if y'all know anybody who's looking for an interview, tell them to tap in with me. Boy, TSM Rapper, aka the Superman Rapper, man. Y'all stay positive out there.
Turn to my Christ, yeah. I love God, you don't love God.